FitWorkz Hybrid Training Gym. Got an interesting comment question from a client today. It's an online client. She's absolutely rocking it. She looks at least a decade younger than she is. At any rate, she got a peculiar, I don't even know what to call it. Basically what it is it's a recipe that's really an advertisement for somebody's supplement. And it's under the kind of hidden behind the idea that, hey, here's a great recipe that turns on the burn fat signal in your cells. By the way, I don't believe there's a burn fat signal in your cells. It says turns off the eat more food signal in your belly. That too does not exist to the best of my knowledge. Cranks up your metabolism, energy, and thinking speed. I have no idea what that means. It goes on, and I'm reading the advertorial, if you will, that was sent over to me. Fights, hunger, turning grumpy, fogged, fatigue, on and on and on. And then it gets into fuel your metabolism with amino acids that it needs to convert body fat to energy. I'm at a loss for what role amino acids play with fat metabolism because, quite frankly, I don't think there is one. Amino acids play a major role in tissue repair, and increased lean tissue contributes to a faster metabolism, but from the standpoint of amino acids having anything to do with fat metabolism, I don't think so. Studies show that this recipe controls hunger and cravings, so you eat less. Eating protein, because it digests slower, you end up being fuller longer, and yes, you're going to be fuller longer, and it's also likely that you're not going to have a dramatic increase in blood sugar, and we're going to come back and talk to that point when we get into addictive foods. So you're less likely to have food cravings. However, the particular protein mentioned in the recipe is a fast digesting whey, so it's not going to stick with you as long. It is light, it is true, that's why you see shampoos and other things marketed with amino acids for healthy, young appearing hair. So that is true. And then in part of the recipe says add in a handful of raw nuts like almonds and that this will fight inflammation. Yes, and then it gets into heart healthy monosaturated. Well, there's actually some research coming out saying monosaturated or the unsaturated or whatever fats aren't the cat's meow that the cardiology world and heart health world has led us to believe for the better part of 2 decades. And if we look at what they've been telling us, we look at heart health, it's a dismal failure because we have epidemic levels of heart disease. Tons of flavonoids and powerful antioxidants that reduce cellular rusting. I'm kind of okay with the idea that oxidation, which is what rust is, leads to kind of good cells making bad copies of themselves. However, there's no way on heck that you're going to eat enough almonds to get enough antioxidative effects. It's just not going to happen. You'd probably have to eat pounds of almonds to make that happen. Studies show that almonds reduce bad cholesterol, maybe, and they may contribute to an increase in good cholesterol. And I can go on and on and on. The bottom line is the recipe and what was their agenda, what was their reason for writing the recipe. This is actually a great piece of long copy or long sales copy. It's actually selling a protein supplement under the disguise of, hey, here's a great recipe that does all these wonderful things. And most of it is complete and absolute nonsense. There's even a section where they say that if you eat high fiber foods, it slows your metabolism down. I would like to see where the research is that supports that, because that's new to me. Again, and I recognize it's a challenge, but there's a lot of clever advertising, clever marketing techniques out there to try and get you to spend your money on stuff that just isn't going to work. This is a great example. Again, it's disguised as a recipe, but really it's long copy, sales material, pushing a particular protein product. In addition to that, it hits all of the pain points and all of the things people want to hear, and it solves all the problems. Shrink belly fat. It turns off the signal in your cells, turns the signal in your stomach off so that you're not as hungry. On and on and on and on. Raises, boosts or cranks up metabolism. Prevents your cells from rusting. So it hits all the pain points. Remember, if you have any questions, by all means, type them in and Tim will read them and we'll answer them. Another thing came up. Tim, what was it was I effing love science website. Mentioned a study sometime in the recent past about the addictive nature of food. We kind of covered this the other day when we talked about chocolate. Why is food addictive? Why is chocolate addictive? And actually the study highlights that there's foods more addictive than chocolate, but a lot of it has to do with dopamine levels. So basically the feel-good chemicals in the brain get produced so you feel better. So it's kind of like I'm in a mental fog, I'm in the dumps, I'm not happy being me today. I crave this particular food because I know when I eat that food, I associate that with feeling good, and there's a reason for that. Body makes more dopamine. Pizza is a good one for this. And by the way, there's nothing new in that. Eat by Color was written back in like 2003, and I talk about the power of food and it being the most addictive drug on the planet, and a 5-year-old can manipulate it in the kitchen cabinet, kitchen cupboard, kitchen refrigerator, etc. So there's really nothing new. It's just nice that they're actually starting to have more discussions, and a website like IF and Love Science is out there highlighting the research, sharing it on social media, so that maybe more people can learn something, walk away with more info, be better empowered to make decisions in the kitchen, and actually understand, why am I craving the pizza? This was a good one, and I'm actually going to read you the data. So 3 weeks ago to the day, I met with a gentleman in his 40s, and I met with him again today. We did a 9-site body fat caliper reading. In 3 weeks, he's working out less, probably eating more some days, but working out less, training less. And that was his comment. He said, my biggest struggle right now is I'm having a hard time not working out every day. He's working out less. He lost over 4 pounds of fat, and he gained over 3 pounds of muscle. So you heard that right. Working out less, training less, lost over 4 pounds of fat, gained over 3 pounds of muscle. Again, it's not difficult. It's simple. There's a way to get it done. There's a lot of great information out there. You know, exercise galore. If you're struggling with what should I do in the gym, I don't want to look like an idiot, I'm not sure, I really only know how to use a treadmill. There's a great book, over 100 exercises, written to be read on a Kindle or mobile device. There's hundreds of active links of my staff correctly doing exercises with a description explaining how you too can safely do exercise. Plus there's 2 complete training programs, as well as instructions on how to build your own training programs that actually work. Eat by Color, again, is going to take care of the food stuff. If you look at what I just mentioned, 3 weeks, 40-something-year-old male client losing 4 pounds of fat, gaining 3 pounds of muscle. It starts here with nutrition. Nutrition's king. Be sure and like us on Facebook, facebook.com/eatbycolor. Follow us on Instagram, #eatbycolor. Check out our YouTube channel, so subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's like 800 plus videos on our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/FitWorkz DeKalb. Like us and get the videos as they happen. And this is a big one. If you want to take us with you on the go get our podcast. It's absolutely free. Go over to iTunes, look for Get Fit and Live Healthy and Ray Binkowski. Get Fit and Live Healthy, Ray Binkowski. There's like 190 podcasts up. We're adding more every day. You can take us with you on your favorite mobile device. Listen to us on the car, the train, your ride to work, your ride to school, whatever. If you're going to do long duration cardio, God bless, you're wasting your time. But if you insist, you want to listen to the podcast, great. Maybe you'll hear one of them on our cardio and the right way to do cardio, and we'll get you to stop wasting your time. Any questions? Thanks for tuning in.